Let me tell you about family. How do men identify women? Let me first talk about how men identify women. Because I am a man. After so many years, I met so many women. I have come into contact with so many of my brothers' families. This was originally a love affair between my brothers. Then it became my brother's family. Later, they became the children of my brothers. This kind of problem is that of mature families. Even my brother's divorced families. After experiencing these things, I can feel it. What is the most important thing about this woman? The most important thing for a woman is not knowledge. The most important thing for a woman is not her academic qualifications. The most important thing about a woman is not her IQ. The most important thing for a woman is a stable heart. The most important thing for a woman is to have a stable personality. A woman with a stable personality is the best woman. If you can marry such a woman as your wife, or for my girlfriend, you must cherish them. Because his character is very stable. When you finish listening to this today, just don't compare. This girl can't be a girl. This girl can sit on the stage as a young lady. It's not important. It's okay to sit on the stage. Be a little. This is a matter of her origin. This is a question of her fate. Everyone has a destiny. Have you seen how many students from poor families in ancient times ranked first in high school before the three nobles? He lives in Han Kiln. Well, the clothes inside the ruined temple don't have to be thin and can't be filled with much. It's true. This is not what is written in the drama. Drama comes from life. This is what? Bad luck. Luck also comes from time to time. Heaven and earth are alike. There is no freedom for heroes who are shipped away. Both men and women are like this. So this is also how women sit on the stage. The sun and the moon have no light. There is no time, no light, no sun and no moon. The night and the earth must not dull the vegetation. Winter. People are helpless and powerless. It's useless no matter how capable you are. So you said this girl has sat on the stage? Or maybe this or this made a mistake. That's because she doesn't know him. Maybe I can lend you your luck. He gains and loses. So this is not important. As long as he is a person with a stable personality. This is the most important, very, very important. This woman only makes a fuss once in front of you. That's a cockroach. You saw a cockroach. There are 100 cockroaches just behind. I said before marriage. If, for example, a woman comes with you, hit the road. Let's go to the night market together. She is so gentle to you. But if someone touches her, or someone got in her way, then his face changed and he started to yell and curse. It's like the Qingdao Death Society beating people. Make trouble. You can't have that kind of woman. That is important in every possible way. This is so important. This is the first important thing. This one can account for 51%. If this item passes, that's it, it's already 51 points. 6 points left. Just 9 points is enough to pass. If it were him, everything would be full marks. This one doesn't work. Get angry at every turn. Losing control at every turn. Hysteria. This is 49 points. The highest score is 49 points. This is unacceptable. What is this called? It is very important to have a stable temperament. He provides you with emotional value. Because we really became a couple living together every day. Emotional value is more important than anything else. What is emotional value? Emotional value is when you are with him. You don't have to be frightened. On tenterhooks. If I say I'm going to fall out with you, I'll fall out with you. I might as well play cold violence with you. Hot violence is also good. I won't do this if I don't give it. But whether you are happy, or are you Li Xin, he can always comfort you. Like mother. Tolerate you like the earth. This is the biggest advantage of women. There is a saying in the so-called Book of Changes called terrain kuan. That kuan gua kuan is a woman. Terrain kuan. A gentleman carries his wealth with kindness. A gentleman carries his wealth with kindness. In fact, this gentleman refers to women and gentlemen. The feminine side, half of a man, is a woman. So the terrain is kuan. A gentleman carries his wealth with kindness. The ancient Chinese have already recognized this problem. So the emperors of ancient China. The bedroom where his wife lives is called Kuan Ning Gong Kuan. It's the woman Ning and Ning. Why? There is a treasure above and a nail under the hijab that can accommodate a man named Kuan Ning. If this earth woman is like the earth. Kuan means earth. If a woman is unstable. This is the earth moving. The earth often moves. It's an earthquake. Volcano. Then what do you think is shaking this place? What living things can grow and develop? Do you want to think about the reason why cattle, sheep, humans and horses can grow happily on the earth? Precisely because the earth remains motionless, carrying all things. So we can prosper. If it exploded today, there will be another fucking earthquake tomorrow. Then everything is in ruins. This is the most important thing for a woman. Alright. Then I will continue to tell you. Bang. Make money man says. Women have to talk about men. Woman emotionally stable. Too difficult. I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you. Why? Looking for you. I'm looking for you to deal with your abortion. Looking for you. L, is your wife emotionally unstable? What if he is menopausal? That is to forgive him. Buy her some medicine. Give him a dead call. If this is not menopause, then I would like to extend my sincere greetings and deep apologies to you. Your life is too hard. So this old Lu and Lao Wang are not doing their jobs properly. Don't talk about finance and love. I talked about everything in bed in Nanhai North Hall today. What the hell is this talking about finance? How can there be so much finance to talk about? Well, I'll help you earn 10% a year. Just 20% of the profit will be enough. Well, what is a man? Men have a sense of responsibility. If you have a sense of responsibility, you should never do something like make your enemy's belly grow bigger and then run away. That's not possible. The most important thing for a man is his sense of responsibility. As a boyfriend, responsibility means rushing to pay for you. And I don't think this kind of behavior, I don't think it's very hard for me. As after it rains, well, your boyfriend will subconsciously hit your head with an umbrella. This is very important. On purpose. Can be done when it rains. How many times have I gone out with my boyfriend? Bring an umbrella. Look at that boy, that umbrella is looking after you. It's up to him to do it himself. When you are cold, he is actually cold too. But he will take off his coat and put it on you without hesitation. This is called a sense of responsibility. This is the simplest sense of responsibility. Seeing the big from the small. If you can't even do this, after you get married, after you give birth to a child, you still want him to wash the dishes? I want him to give you confinement meal. Cook for you. Don't even think about it. He can't do anything. I asked you to do it all. So this is like a son. A man who looks like a giant baby cannot be married. There are two extremes between a sense of responsibility and a giant baby. So if this person does not have the feeling of giant baby, then this is a responsible man. Responsible. On the other hand, this man has career and ambition. He won't play Buddhist style at home and lie down. He won't sit around at home doing nothing. He will think about how this family can make his woman and son live a better life. For this reason, maybe his abilities are limited. But he worked tirelessly. This is called progress. It may not be successful. Success depends on time and luck. But at least he's trying. Even if he is a brick-moving worker. This meritorious service of carrying a bag. But he works hard to carry the bag every day. Get back a few $100s to support your family. This is a good man. As for whether he spent it or not, that one is the next best thing. That's not as important as sense of responsibility. Well, there is some truth in holding an umbrella for men. Yes. As long as you hold this umbrella, your true colors will be revealed immediately. So after you are in crisis, is he willing to use his own time? Use your own risk to shield you from this crisis. This is very important. For example, someone threatens you. You are a beauty. Someone threatens you. Some people are perverted. Want to fight to the death. You, threatened you with a knife? Want to possess you. So, is this man, this boyfriend, willing to go out of his way to help you? Block this knife for you. This is very, very important. If you can't find him at this time. So this is a responsible man? So in the hexagram Qian, the Qian hexagram calls for a healthy gentleman to constantly strive for self-improvement. A gentleman who constantly strives for self-improvement is Qian Gua. Just a man's man. The most important 51 points is the sense of responsibility. A 51-point sense of responsibility is Tian Xingjian. A gentleman never strives to strengthen himself. So we saw the place where the emperor stayed inside the Forbidden City. The emperor's working workshop is called Qianqing Palace. Why? Former Qing dynasty, Kunming Qing dynasty. Another meaning is that the hydrogen gas rises. Another meaning is that he understands very well. It's just that his IQ and EQ are enough. This is called leaning forward. Everyone understands. So let's talk about this topic today. It's this interaction between men and women. According to my experience. Young couples' sex life. The importance of sexual intercourse between men and women probably accounts for 50% of its importance. Said it was that important. Is it that important? Is that important? If you think it's not that important, then you just don't have that 50%. You don't know how big the world is. That's the limit, it limits your imagination. You've never had a real orgasm. So 50% is important. Because, this sex is useless after exhaustion. If you are busy every 2 days and 1 or 2 days, you will be able to test thoroughly. What about your hormones? Dopamine. What endorphins are all balanced? It's easy to prolong life and have a stable personality. If you are not harmonious in this area, then you have early menopause? It's just that I don't like whoever I am. Quarreling every day. The remaining 50% is due to various other factors. For example, personality. For example, if you have a stable temperament. Are the 3 views consistent? Also, do you have any money at home? Economic foundation, these add up to the other half 50 to 50. The body is actually 50. Talk about Lao Wang. Are you exaggerating the effects of the physical body? You see, this makes sense. Can you be so understanding? That is, if there is no body. The rest of you are all selling your teeth. Can't you just be buddies? Why do you want to get married? Right? The rest of you sell your teeth. It's just that the bodies don't need each other. Then you are very good. Friend. Why do you want to get married? Then isn't that why you got married? Not the one who got married. Why is it reasonable and legal? Then this is Lao Wang. Marriage is not about having children. Having children by mistake is a byproduct of that. Not getting married to have children. But marry for that. At that time, I couldn't help myself, but I didn't use contraception. Then you will have a baby, you know. This is the truth. Why? You figure out the truth. Only you can understand. The cook is trying to solve the problem of the ox without any drama. If you have seen it, it's easy to do. The rest of them are about once every 2 days when they are 35 years old. Ah. So, if you are talking about men or women in their 30s, you haven't had sex for a long time. That means your married life will basically not go smoothly. Like a bedside fight. This is how the end of the bed is solved. Because remember to like, pay attention.